love the chase and the hunting. I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted. Stay humble.
Yes, people. Welcome to LRFC. Yeah, do the usual. Hit that subscription button, hit that notification button, all that good stuff. Yeah, I just saw this before I come on, so I want to share with you a few things before I go in the press conference and bring the panel on later on. So, yeah, I saw this like Curtis Jones and Luis Diaz. Check this out, people. Check this out. Go on. Instant control. That's what me and Anton would say back in the day. Instant control. I love seeing things like that. It's like, something special. Our players, have this techers and people don't talk about it enough, in my opinion. And just want to share it with you guys, innit? This is kind of things we used to do back in the day in the football pitches, myself and Anton and, the people we grew up with and all that stuff. Me and Anton actually entered the first Nike freestyle. When Anton comes on later on, Anton went a long way. I'm not good. I'm all right if you're talking about, doing skills and all that stuff. But Anton is a freestyler. And yeah, I think he made it to the final. I think majority of us made it closer, but he made it to the final. Nearly won it, I think, as well. Yeah, man. Check this out. That's Dominic Soboslai. Diaz. Sick. Too good, man. Too good. I like that stuff, man. Grew up on that stuff. You know what I mean? Grew up on that stuff. Let's check this out. I think shooting practice. Oof. We've got a goal scoring machine, people. We've got a goal scoring machine called Diaz, man. Come on. Man. Yeah, most Salah player of the month. There you go. Check it out. What a pass. Let me put the volume down. Sorry about that. Not meant to play music. Salah, like he's the best player when he's playing unselfishly. When he's playing selfishly, I think that's when he struggles the most. And I wish someone can explain that to him. Okay, you want to break goal scoring records, but what's important is trophies, isn't it? I'd rather have trophies than goal scoring records. I don't know what you guys think about that. I mean, I'm not all about individual stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, we all pay our hard-earned money. We all support our football clubs to win trophies, and that's what I want him to do. Right, set up goals as well as score goals. Growing up, my favorite players were like Baggio and someone like that, because what were they good at? Setting up goals. That's what they were good at. And making that eye of a needle kind of pass, technical football at its best. I mean, this is why I got this guy behind me, Georgie Haji. If you guys don't know who Georgie Haji is, I don't know. I can't explain to you guys. I mean, it's madness.
But how pleased are you?
There you go, people.
With your own form, which
Player of the month, standard
charted as well in the past few
charted.
weeks.
I think
it's
charted.
It's a great feeling when the team flying and winning games. That's the most important thing. I don't think I would be that happy if I'm playing well and the team not winning, but the most important thing is just to carry on like that, and hopefully we keep winning games.
3 goals for yourself. What was your highlight moment for you?
I would say probably Chelsea when Kurtz scored, because I give him a good pass, and we train that on practice a lot in training. So when you do it in a game and you just feel you feel great, especially also it was the second goal. So I was happy for him and also happy to give assist and make the team winning the game.
You see around the team, people, Curtis Jones means a lot to them. When he does well, people give him the compliments that he deserves, and that's all we ask for. We don't ask for much. We don't want you to do to overdo yourself, Curtis Jones. Just do what you can do on the pitch. Then the rest will come together when confidence becomes higher, and that's all we're asking for. You see the training, everybody's happy, man. Everybody's smiling. It's back to normality, man. I love that. I love that about a football club. Look at Darwin Núñez practicing shooting. Look, left foot shots as well. And I see him the other day, like in training, scoring left foot shots and that. Soboslai, same thing. You know, weak points. Practice with your weak points. I was talking to Anthony yesterday on his channel, and he said to me, "How comes in the modern day in the modern day football, players don't practice with their weaker foot?" I said, "I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. It's a strange one in my opinion." But yeah, let's get to the press conference. That we'll bring everybody in after that when they come on. Yeah, let's go, people. Let's go. Let's go to the press conference. Let's go. Yeah, Arne Slot is on the screen. Arne Slot is on the screen. There we go. Yeah, please like, share, and subscribe, all everybody. A big up, Liam. Big up, brother. Who's top of the league? Us, of course. Big up, Homer from The Simpsons, I suppose. I'm not. I don't watch it. You know what I mean? I watched it when it first came on Sky back in the day when them. I think they were a partnership of some sort. Well, that's funny. Ba 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 boo. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to say that. Sorry. Big up, John Conway, as always. Big up, Mighty Mo. Hope to see you in a few minutes. Yeah, let's just start with obviously the press conference. Let's hear what he's saying, and pick up a few bits. I'll stop and start as he goes along and see if you guys, can relate to it. So yeah, let's do this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Get in the comments as well, guys. I appreciate if you guys have your comments and say whatever you want towards me. If we agree, disagree, anything like that. Obviously, I'm gonna, talk to you about it. Whatever like, is in your head, just share it with me. If you want to talk about, you don't like the way we play. If you want to talk about, something you like. If you want to talk about something in the middle. Whatever you want to talk about, just put it in the comments and I'll read it out and then, I'll relay it back to you. But let's start with the press conference and then, we go from there. But please hit the likes and the subscription as well. We're not too far from 2,000. I can't believe the subscription we're getting. It's madness. I appreciate that. And the views are going up every single time now. If people don't watch it now, they watch it later. That's much appreciated, man. I don't ask for much, and I'm not like other streamers. I just talk about football. I don't want to do anything in regards to battling people all the time or anything like that. It's just football for me, man. I love my game. Look at that smile. Look at that smile.
Yeah, I've been talking about the start you've had so far. There's 16 games, 14 wins, 1 draw, 1 defeat. And of course, dispatching the Bundesliga champions is a very good way to continue that as well. Have you been surprised at just how well this start has been for you and for Liverpool this season?
I don't think surprise is the right word to use because I knew the quality of our team. But quality is one thing, but to be consistent is a second thing.
Exactly.
And I'm not surprised in this because from the moment I started working with them, I saw how much energy they put in on a daily basis. And that is, I think, the reason why you can be consistent. If you do the work on a daily basis every day, you can be consistent, and then sometimes a bit of luck comes with that as well. Most of our results were, I think, deserved, but some of them were a close call. And then, then you have maybe a bit of luck as well. But in general,
listen, like what they said, the way we're playing is all about communication and the togetherness and the tactics that you put on the pitch. And the club, I don't think we'll ever see like Diaz as a striker. You know what I mean? Curtis Jones as a number 10. It's a different kind of way of playing, and it's taking risks and it's working at the same time as well. There will be like parts of the season that those risks won't work. So be prepared for that. But like, come on, guys, we can't really argue with the start of the season. We can't argue with that. It's beautiful, man. And you know, the most important thing is our rivals are crying at the same time as well, and we love it. We love it. But yeah, let's continue.
Not surprised because of the quality I already thought there was in the team. And when I started working with them, I also saw how much effort they put in to get these results.
And after Villa and Southampton, this intense period then continues. You've got Real Madrid, Man City, Merseyside derby in there as well. With this sort of challenge that's coming up, how are you managing the expectations within the squad, especially after this start?
Well, I'm not trying to manage expectations with the squad because we don't talk about expectations. Yeah, we do talk about expectations, and the only expectations I have is that they put the same effort in on a daily basis like they've done for the past 3 or 4 or 5 months, and probably for the last 6 or 7 years, but I'm only here for 3 or 4 or 5 months now. That's the only expectation there is, that they work every day as hard as they can to get their habits, our habits, what we want to see on a pitch in the best possible way. And with that, normally results come.
The most important thing here, before he goes on, the most important thing here is like we don't miss Jurgen Klopp in regards to football terms. We miss the personality, we miss the aura about him around the place, having a laugh and all that stuff. I miss that. But in regards to the football side of it, I don't miss Jurgen Klopp in there because the team is playing not the best football, but they're grinding out results if they have to. We could do teams at certain points and win games as well. So that's the most important thing in my opinion. And the fans, they were reserved, as I remember. We was all reserved when we was going to the games. We don't know what to think. With that Klopp, is it going to be the atmosphere? Is it going to be the same? It took us a few games, but the last 2 games, like the Brighton game and the Leverkusen game, the atmosphere is back to its best, under the lights in the Champions League, and the 3 o'clock kickoffs in the Premier League. It's just beautiful, guys. You know what I mean? It's something special. You don't know how special, the atmosphere is unless you're in Anfield. Let me just put it that way. And I love going there, man. I love going there, but it's just the driving I got issues with. But yeah, I could go every week if I wanted to, man. That's how much I enjoy going to Anfield. Nothing like it, man. I put a video up on X. What happened after the Salah goal? I nearly got pushed all the way to the other seats below me because it was just everybody was celebrating. You're hugging the next person next to you. You're jumping up and down. You know what I mean? And you don't even know these people. That's how it is, man. That's how it is at Anfield. There's nothing like it. You know what I mean? When people take the piss out of us, it's because they can't get that atmosphere in their stadium. It's all jealousy, man. It's all jealousy.
As well, but I'm not asking them to win every game. I'm hoping them they do. What I do ask from them is that they put the effort in on a daily basis. And that's the only thing we focus on. And I think the players, first of all, think about after Saturday, they think about the national team. And when they come back, then we focus on the games you were just talking about.
You talked about effort there. I know you've mentioned intensity as well. We've seen some really improved performances, if that's the right word, from the likes of Luis Diaz, for example, and Curtis Jones just on a different level, it seems. What are you doing with those individuals specifically to kind of bring this extra level out of the field?
Well, with Curtis, maybe it's not me who did it because he became a father and I had nothing to do with that.
There you go, people. I said it. It's the baby.
No.
There you
You
go.
never
My
know
manager's
if
having a
that
laugh.
plays a part or not. But it is since the moment he became a father, he started putting great performances in. And he already did this in the first few weeks that we worked together in preseason. I was like, quality player, but then his performances dropped a bit.
There you go, people.
But since the moment he, like I just said, became father, he's outstanding again. And yeah, I don't think it might have to do a bit with that, but in general, I think it has to do with the way the team plays, because every player that comes in has a good performance, and that probably tells you a lot about the quality of the team, how they play together. Yeah. That then, as a result of that, individual performance are good as well.
With Curtis Jones, people, what you need to understand is that he hasn't got that father anymore in the team. Like Jurgen Klopp will play him even if he plays bad, but this guy, as many of you know, even if you have that slight dip in the performance, he won't play you the next game. Look at the examples he gave with Robertson. he played him. He played pretty bad against Arsenal, but he played against Brighton in the League Cup, and then he didn't play against Brighton in the league. So it's just that's the way it is now. There's no more someone gonna put an arm around you, babysit you, and play you when you're playing badly to expect a different result, and it never works out. The way it's going at the moment, and I really like it, is you have to play at your best. If you don't play at your best, you're going to be taken off, and it doesn't matter who you are. That's what I like about this manager so far. But then again, in the beginning, it's always going to be like that because he's got no loyalty. But when the loyalty comes in the next couple of years, if he's still here, is he going to still do the same thing? That's what I want to keep an eye on, and maybe we'll come back on this one day as well. But yeah, so far so good, man. Great management, no lie. Let me get to the comments, then I'll continue with the obviously with the news conference. Who's there? And Martin Mo says Diaz different gravy, playing up front, 100%, brother. Abdul says Assalamu alaikum. How are you all doing? What do you think about Darwin Núñez, Szoboszlai performances? Many thanks. So both of them, they're not playing at the best of their ability. I think Darwin Núñez slightly improved in regards to hold-up play, passing the ball better. He doesn't do those long balls anymore. He makes things easier for himself. But the next step for Darwin Núñez is getting a lot of goals. That's the next step for him. So he's only missing the goals. All-round play is fine. Maybe sometimes pass the final pass better. Maybe that's what he needs to work on. Big up Jason Williams. Big up, brother. Big up. Hope you enjoyed Anfield last. Hope you enjoyed Anfield last week. Yeah, 100%. It was one of the best experiences I've had in a while. Honestly. Could you please share your thoughts of Davis? Is it the one at Bournemouth, I suppose? Let me see if this is the one. Oh, you mean the one? I know you're talking about the Ipswich player, the left back. He looks quite good, man. I've seen him score that goal the other week. When he hit it outside the foot from the left hand side, he looks quite good, bro. But I don't know much about him. I haven't seen him, play in a consistent basis. I haven't kept an eye on him when we played in the first game. I judge players on watching them on a regular basis. Then I could say if they're good enough or not. Clips doesn't help me. A lot of players look good in clips in the past, like Akolani's, players like that, Lucas Leiva. But when they came to Liverpool, they wasn't the same players. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a lot of analysis you got to do, and a lot of you got to see the games they play. What do they do, when they lose the ball? What do they do when they pass the ball? What, I mean? It's a lot of stuff I could discuss with you that I don't know about this kid. So let me watch him in the Ipswich game. Then I'll let you know about that. Isak, injury prone, bro. Injury prone, bro. If he was fully fit on a regular basis, I would take him. Fully fit Isak, I would take. This Isak, it's injury prone, mate. So I'm not gonna look into that. And I don't think Newcastle are gonna sell him anyway. It's too valuable for them. They're the richest club in the world, man. Tchouaméni, I discussed it yesterday with you guys, as you remember. I broke down with the graphics in regards to how he can play and how can Zubimendi play. Basically, how can they affect the team in their own way. I said I don't mind any of them. I mean, if they both come through the door, that's a blessing for all of us. But only one of them I think might come in. It's more leaning towards Tchouaméni than actually Zubimendi. But it's like some of the people said, like Jamie Phillips said, that could be a smokescreen. I mean, it could be Zubimendi that's coming through the door. So either way, I'm fine with it. I've got no issues with that, man. Victor, I can't say his surname. Interest is true. Liverpool were interested actually in the summer, and I made a stream about him. He was I think he played in one of the first, in the championship for someone. I don't know if it's Preston or let me see actually. I like to look for players, so let me see. He did play in England before, so it's not only he played in Portugal. Obviously, he scored a hat-trick against Man City the other day, 2 penalties, I believe, and one, obviously, in free play. So, yeah, he plays for Brighton. See, another player that's come from Brighton. He plays for Coventry as well. he's only 26. He's got a long way to go. And I'm looking at here in Wikipedia. He scored 40. It's madness. 43 games, 45 goals. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy, guys. I don't know what to say about that. That's not human. I mean, let's just be realistic with that as well, man. But yeah, I like him from what I've seen, obviously. But can he do that in the Premier League? Darwin Núñez was doing the same thing in the Portuguese league, and you saw the rest. I mean, so listen, Portuguese league is different to the Premier League. A lot of players that score a lot of goals have come over here and they failed. Let's just be honest, man. Remember that player, Postega or something like that plays for Tottenham. He was brilliant in Portugal until he came into the Premier League, and he wasn't all that. So it happens, man. It happens. Different leagues for different players, isn't it? Liverpool versus Aston Villa lineup prediction analysis, and how opponent will play tomorrow. I'll discuss that with the panel later on, so please tune into that. Just give me a few minutes when they come on. Another tough game tomorrow, 100%, Jason. There's no doubt about that. Yes, high up there at the main stand. How it is. Yeah, it was the best. How is it? You mean? Yeah, it was the best atmosphere I've been to in a long, long time. Last atmosphere I've been to that, like similar to that, was the game against Luton, where we was one goal down at half time. We came back in the second half, and the fans just rose up and told the team, "Let's go!" And all of a sudden, the team reappears and scores goals, and we win that game. That was the last time I actually had seen a great atmosphere at Liverpool. But people, yeah, let's continue with the press conference. I'll read your comments later, and the panel will come on, and we could just discuss the Aston Villa game as well. Let's go.
So parenthood makes you a better player, perhaps.
In his situation, it seems like this. So let's wait if that is true.
You need sleep. Arne, just to build on something you were asked there, in terms of the expectation, you spoke about what it's like with the players amongst the squad, but the wider sort of Liverpool group, the fans, all the noise around the club. The start that you've made has been historic. It's been remarkable.
100%.
So do you try and keep a lid on people's expectations of you and your team, or do you allow people to dream a little bit?
I always feel and think that what the outside world is talking about, that is not always what comes inside the training ground, like the AXA or at my former clubs at Feyenoord. We are there to do our work and to become a better player on a daily basis, or to keep having the same level. So we are not inside this building. Okay, the screens are on and we see all the time all these news coming along, but never on the news it says, "Oh, Liverpool is doing great. Liverpool is doing great." So we are just here to do our work, and it's not that it is the first time that this club is where it is at the moment. So I think for most of these players, it's a normal situation, and I don't think they get carried away at all by us being top of the league at the moment, because they know how small the margins are when it comes to our results, and also how small the margins are when you look at the amount of points we are ahead of the other teams.
And what about the fans? Do you ask them to keep their feet on the ground, or are you quite happy for them to get excited and wonder about what can come?
If the end result is of them being excited to bring the atmosphere they brought in the second half against Brighton and the whole game against Leverkusen, I'm hoping they will keep being excited for as long as they possibly can be, because that atmosphere helped us in both games a lot. So, yeah, maybe that's your answer.
Lee Carsley said that Curtis Jones is one of the best players he's worked with in terms of ability. How far would you go with that, and what makes him such a good player?
What makes him such a good player? He has a lot of qualities on the ball. When he has the ball, he's never afraid to do something special with it. Sometimes that led to a situation that, in my opinion, he touched the ball a bit too much, because sometimes...
Well, there you go, people. There you go. It came out the coach's mouth. Everybody that said that about Curtis Jones is not wrong. We're not our football people. We got these fans that just protect players, that they're only there for the players, but they're not here for the football team as a whole. I mean, we've been telling them this for a long, long time. Last 4 years or whatever it is with Curtis Jones. He's a ball hugger. It's too long, on the ball. You've got to release it at some stage. I mean, you haven't got the fear of the opponents as a player, so you can't really do that in the beginning of your career. So eventually, when your standards goes up and people know who you are, then you could take those risks, like a Zidane or someone like that, because you earn the right to get there. And that's the thing Curtis Jones is facing at that time. Now he's all right, but we're not wrong, man. Look, the coach is saying the same thing. Someone is actually brave to say what we were saying all those years. There you go, people. We was never wrong.
He's a bit too overconfident.
There you go.
But
Arrogant.
confidence is an important tool, and that's what he has. And he combines this at the moment, and probably for a longer period, but as long as I'm working with him, with an incredibly hard work rate. And we can trust him in defense as well. You saw how well he played against Cole Palmer. So he's quite complete, but for him now, and I used this word I think a few days ago, for him now it's all about consistency. Because if you're a quality player, I think they're all quality players, and to have a good performance once in a while, that's not a big accomplishment. But the best players in the world show up every 3 days.
Exactly.
And if he wants to continue progressing, that's what he has to show now, to be every 3 days the player he's been for us in the last few weeks.
Exactly.
And Andy Robertson's been the first choice left back at Liverpool for a few years now. You've been giving Tsimikas a few starts lately. Is there much of a gap between those two for you?
I think my lineups tell you what I think about this. I think we have two very good fullbacks, and we play many.
Let's just be realistic here. If Klopp was here, Andy Robertson was to still be playing, even if we lose games. That's how it is. You know what I mean? That's the loyalties between the two managers towards Andy Robertson. With Arne Slot, if you play poorly, you're gonna come off the team. I like that, but I hope he keeps that going, because when complacency sets in, it becomes a norm. You're gonna be loyal to players, they're gonna let you down, and then you're gonna lose your job. I don't want to go through things like that. You have to make players think they're in competition with each other. If that doesn't happen, players eventually will be too arrogant to work hard and win games, if you know what I mean. So I hope he continues this as he goes along as a Liverpool manager, because once you step away from that and you're loyal to players, it's going to be difficult to get back to the winning ways, man. I'm telling you right now, people. But yeah, let's continue. It's not long left in a way. It's not long. It's only 40 minutes.
Many games. So then I think both of them need their games, because it's also a position where a lot of effort is being asked. So if you look at the players that have played most games, it's most about our centre backs, and they don't run the most if you compare that to fullbacks or to midfielders or to wingers. So there are multiple reasons why our fullbacks or midfielders are sometimes rotated, but definitely also has to do with the quality of the players and the difference, in at least in my opinion, between the quality of these players. So for me, I have two very good left fullbacks.
Yes.
Andy has started a lot. Kostas has started a few times. Let's see who starts on Saturday.
Hi, Arne. In terms of the contract situations,
oh man, the contracts again. But he's 100% right with the fullbacks, guys. He's 100% right. I can't really argue with that. There was times Paul Tsimikas was playing so well, and then they took him out to play Robertson instead. I mean, and then you wonder why Tsimikas doesn't perform on a consistent basis, and you got the haters of Tsimikas. Imagine playing so well for about 3 or 4 games while the other one is injured, and then when he comes back from injury, he gets into the team. How would your confidence be as a player? Put yourself in Tsimikas' shoes, because I get a lot of people that say, I'm not getting them, but they get, there's a lot of people that say Tsimikas is shit, and all this stuff, but they don't look at why he performs like that. It's not about the talent that he's got. It's about, the belief in the manager and the coaching staff in him. Like I said, I remember he played 3 or 4 games in a higher level, very good. And then Robertson just come out of nowhere from injury and played instead of him for the next 10 to 15 games. So this is what I'm trying to say, people. Confidence is key in a player. If he's playing and he's doing well, leave him there. You know what I mean? If it drops off, then I'll understand if you want to replace him. Like Robertson the other day against Arsenal. It's understandable. But like, come on, man. Take it easy on Simicast, man. The guy's done nothing wrong, never complained, never asked for a transfer. You know what I mean? And you know, never put our club in a bad way. Signed a new contract last season. And he's always there in a higher level performance. And don't forget that before he got that shoulder injury last season, he was phenomenal when he replaced Robertson, who was injured. So yeah, take it easy, man. Take it easy. He's a good player, man. He's a good player. You know, he might not be the player that catches your eye all the time, but if you go to the stadium and watch him individually, then you'll realize how hard he works. Everybody makes mistakes. I know sometimes he dwells on the ball and they attack, but that's the lack of games. That's due to lack of games. That's why. But yeah, it is what it is, though. It is what it is.
You're obviously going to have an input. So, from your point of view, would you like them to stay beyond next summer?
It would be strange if I have no input, although I'm a head coach now, and sometimes that's convenient to say I'm a head coach. I'm no longer the manager. So talk about contract situations with someone else. No, I think in general, contract situations are talked about by the people who should talk about it. I'm one of them, but I should not talk about this in public. So I do talk about this with Richard, and that's the place where we have to talk about it and not in front of a microphone.
Spot on, Gaffer.
With you guys.
Carl?
You've tried a few options in your central, or describe the central attacking rate, the central forward. You know, you've had one, you've had two, you've had a false nine. Is that situation you see will continue to be fluid in terms of who plays there and who you deploy there? And
it depends also on the availability of the players. So when we had Darwin and Jogo available, we always played one of those two. The moment Jogo was not longer available, and in my opinion, because we play so many games and Darwin didn't play in the first games, it was too much for him. So that's why we started to come up with other ideas. To be honest, I liked especially the last idea. I think every Liverpool supporter did, with Lucio scoring 3 goals, 2 as a 9, 1 as a winger. So that's always interesting to see. But Lucio is also a very good left winger. At this moment, we've got 4 attackers available for 3 positions.
I like that.
So we could come up with...
You know, last season, what was the issue that we had? We didn't have enough cover. You know what I mean? We didn't have enough replacements for the likes of Jota when he got injured at Brentford away. The season, I think, after that just dropped off. I know we won that game, but, you know, the team wasn't the same anymore. We wasn't fighting enough. We put Salah back too early from that injury that he had with Egypt. And so, yeah, I'm telling you guys, things... are looking good at the moment. It's just how we maintain it. What I like about our coaching right now is that we're not overdoing things anymore. We're not playing full throttle anymore. We're not at position teams anymore. We're not at running teams anymore. We're just taking our time in games and winning the games however we could win the games, instead of like trying to put pressure on ourselves to win those games, if you know what I mean, guys. But I like it. I like it, man. I mean, listen, if you play ugly and win the game, why are you going to complain? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Please hit the likes. Please hit the subscription and notification bell just to alert you every single time I come on. Let's read another comment. Yes, high up there. I think I read that one. One is Jota, Alisson, Elliott, and Chiesa back. I think they said after the international break. I think Jota is especially coming back after the international break. So hopefully, you know, we've got the strength and depth back, but I still got, you know, reservations against our team because they could get injured at any moment. And in January, we do need signings, and I hope they're going to make that signings, because if they don't make the signings in early January, that means they're not serious enough to win the Premier League. Let's just be realistic here, guys. If we're fighting for the league, obviously I'm expecting us, because it's only a month and a bit away now. So if we don't add to this quality that we have, and push ourselves to, you know, the second part of the season, then we've got a problem. I mean, we have to ask questions as a fan base. You know, it's not like our team is not challenging for a title. We are, guys. We're title contenders. This weekend we could be way ahead of the other two if they drop points as well. You know what I mean? So is it 16 games, 14 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss? You couldn't ask for a better start of the season. 16 games, guys, 14 wins. Like, come on. It's madness, man. Absolute madness, guys. Let me just tell you, I'm gonna go off Twitter, sorry, X, and other platforms, and just concentrate on YouTube because that's where I need everyone to be. Please, just join us afterwards as well.
Another idea again, but if Joko comes back, Darwin is back, then we've got 2 number 9s available again. And in the beginning of the season, I always chose one of these 2. But like I said, Lucio did really well, and it was even for me maybe a bit of a surprise to see how well he did. Of course, I played him there for a reason. I expected him to do good, but that he did so well, that was even a surprise for me.
You mentioned Jogo there, just on to general news. Any idea when he'll be back and any other injury news?
Yeah, we expect him back after the international break. Now, after the international break is 6 or 7 months to go. So, no, but the first weeks after the international break, we expect him back.
What is his injury?
Yeah, I always say in Holland there's privacy about this, and I don't know how it is over here, but he's like I just said, he will be back 1 or 2 weeks after the international break.
Hi, Arne. After Leverkusen, you mentioned that managers seem to come to Anfield and change their game plan a lot. Thinking about Aston Villa, they've got such depth in their squad, not only in personnel, but in terms of style. When you think about the difference between maybe a John McGinn or a Leon Bailey in the right wing, or even Edgley Konsa a right back or Inti Konsa a centre back. With the team with so many options, but are also in a bit of a bad moment at the moment, how hard is it to try and game plan for all the different permutations?
If you ask me now, I would say it's not that difficult because Unai Emery has played in a similar style for years now at Aston Villa. It's almost always the same formation, but it sometimes depends on a player that you can have different characteristics. But his style of play, his idea about football has been the same always. Saying this, that also was the situation at Xabi Alonso, who we studied for I don't know how many games, but never once he came up with the idea of playing Boniface as a left winger and playing without a number 9. That he hasn't done at all before we played him. But that's maybe also a compliment. They most managers.
Look, people, don't underestimate Aston Villa's performances recently. They are a dangerous team. They will come to Anfield to win the game. I don't expect them to sit back and defend for the whole game like other teams do. I think they will go there for the win. They are a threat, with Duran. They've got Duran, McGinn. They've got so many players that can, cause us problems in that game. So Watkins, of course, as a striker. And us underestimating them could cause us a lot of problems. So please don't underestimate Aston Villa. Make sure we're in our A game and we beat them. That's what we're here for. Make sure you don't concede an early goal as well. That's another thing we've got to look after. Keep the clean sheets, do the clean sheets again, because that's what we're missing. We go into games now, we're conceding goals. Obviously, the last one we haven't, but before that we was just doing it like the old days. We concede early goals, and then the game becomes difficult. We have to come back in the second half. If we come back, we come back. If we don't, it's going to be difficult till the end of the game and probably not win the game like Nottingham Forest at home. So, listen. Game at a time, but prepare for it accordingly. Prepare for it the way the game is supposed to be. Aston Villa is going to be a threat, so you got to stop the threat, and we use our threat to beat their defense. That's the whole point. But let's get back, man. Let's get back.
Feel that we have a very good team, so they think they have to change their game plan, not their playing style, but their game plan a bit. If you ask me now, do you expect Unai to change a lot? I would not expect that because he never did this. Not if he played City, and also not when he played Liverpool in the past few years. But in terms of personnel, he can change a bit, like you just said. He has different option in the fullback, different option in the wings. But it's always been a 4-4-2 that he's been playing for many years now.
Hi, Arne. Just on Luis Diaz, his goal conversion rate has gone from 9% last season to 29% in the league this season. Have you done any particular work with him just on improving that?
that means that he shoots 10 times on goal and scores 3. Is that the conversion rate you mean? Or
It just means he's much better in front of goal this season. Far better.
that's what we all see, that he has better numbers than he had last season. I have no clue why that is. The only thing I can come up with is that the team provides a lot of chances for these players as well, because if Diogo is playing, he scores. If Darwin is playing, he scores. If Lucio is playing as a left winger, he scores. But Cody also scores as a left winger. So that tells me that the team is providing goals for these great individuals, and these players all have the qualities. That's why they play for Liverpool. If they are in a promising situations, they can score a goal, and that's what I make of it. But yeah, it's difficult for me to compare it with last season. The only thing I can tell you how I see it this season.
Thank you, everyone.
Okay, guys, that's it. We're not going to be going further with that. I hope we learned a lot in it. I hope we learned a lot about this in regards to the Villa game, because Villa will come to attack, guys, like I said earlier. They're not here to sit back and play boring football. So expect an attacking team from Villa that's going to cause us problems. 8 o'clock at night at Anfield under the lights, nothing better in my opinion. I'm going to come back straight after work and look, I might do a watch along. I don't think I will, but I don't know. I don't think I will, because it's the timing. I finished around 7 in it. I don't think I could come here in an hour. It'll be impossible for me to do that. But as I said, guys, the game will be difficult. It ain't going to be easy. We're going to have to work hard in this game. I'll show you the formation we're probably going to play, like some of you guys requested, and we could talk about it. And I'll show you what Aston Villa are probably going to do as well. I don't have the names of Aston Villa players, but I'll show you the formation they play. So let's do this. Let me get the graphic up for you. I see Anton trying to come on, but it's not coming on. Don't know what is going on. Let me see what's going on with Mr. Anton. All right, so let me take all these players away, the likes of Chouamini, Zubimendi, and put our players in there. Actually, let me do the Aston Villa one first, then I'll look at the Liverpool one, if you know what I mean. Let me do that first. It makes it easier for me. I'll show you where the threat is from Aston Villa as well. They're a good team, man. I really like Aston Villa. Can't complain about them, to be fair, guys. Gotta be real. I like what I see. You know what I mean? The threat they have. They've improved. They've improved a lot. Like it says a lot about the manager as well. When people underestimated him when he was an Arsenal manager, people took the piss out of him, and he came back different, isn't it? He came back to prove people wrong. I love managers like that who come back, to tell you I wasn't a bad manager in the first place. It was the club I was at that was the problem, and now Arteta is facing the same fate. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. So let me look at the Aston Villa formation. Obviously, they have Martinez in goal. Now, I don't know about numbers on here, but I don't know why I'm seeing this stuff. Let me see. Squad. I want to see no names on people. What's Dilau or someone doing that? Get lost. Get lost. Okay, let me see if the name's all right. So, I don't know the numbers of these things, man. So, as far as I'm aware, McGinn plays on the right side. Just say this is Ramsey on the left. The player I rated, and not many people help me out with that one. Let's put I don't know, man. I don't know what numbers they have, and they've got Rodgers in the middle here. They've got Tielemans in the midfield. Like he's more of a quarterback than a attacking midfielder, if you know what I mean, guys. You know what I mean? And then you got Onana next to him. So let's put this guy there. Onana. They got what the numbers? What they got 11 on here. Forget about the numbers, guys. Don't concentrate on the numbers, because this is just off the cuff. You know what I mean? I'm only going for the numbers that I know, if you know what I mean. They got that centre back number 14. Torres, is it? Torres up here. Yeah, Torres. and Konza, the England international. Busy defender that is, man. Absolutely busy defender. So they got them two at the back. I don't know if there's anybody. Let me check. Anton's trying, but something ain't working. And sort yourself out, bro. I can see you, but you ain't coming through. So Dinia, I think his name is, the former Evertonian scumbag, is their left back. If I could get all the numbers, it'd be great, though. Let's be honest. And they got Cash as a right back, number 2. So I think majority of the numbers are there, you know. So let me see what Robert Rogers is. Have they got a number 27? So let me try that actually. Let me get a number 27 for that. So I know what I'm facing. So add a player. 27. So if I put 27, it'd be easier. So that's Rogers. 27. Let's see what happens. He's in there. And who else am I missing? Is it Onana? 24, I think. Yeah. And that's it, really. I don't see anything else. Let's put Onana as 24. Four, 24, and maybe it'll work. So 27. It's difficult, guys. It's difficult, man. You know what I mean? Formations are difficult. So as you can see, guys, it's pretty much an attacking team. It's not a team that will come to Anfield and just sit in certain positions, if you know what I mean, guys. So I think I've got 41, 24 should be here. That's and the 27 should be here. So I need 41, which is Ramsey. Ramsey, I like the reason I like Ramsey is because he's a busy little midfielder, guys. Like, he's not one of those midfielders that just stay in one position. Like, he runs like a maniac. And I like those kind of players, man. I don't like the players that just stand in one place. You know what I mean? I like the players that are busy, and you know, even though like you can see they are young, you can see they developing as players at the same time as well. You know what I mean? And that's what I like about Ramsey. Let me see if anyone's here. Sorry about that, Ant. I could see you, but I can't bring you on because there's no camera. I can't see nothing. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you ain't got no camera.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is, man.
I'm anonymous now, bro.
Yeah, you're hiding, man. You're hiding, man. You're a fugitive. You're a fugitive, mate. You know what I mean? You don't want anyone to see you. Yeah? So, what do you think of Aston Villa's formation like this, Anton? Like, they're not going to be like those kind of teams, are they? That's going to come to Anfield and park the bus, are they?
Nah, of course not. They're going to be obviously cautious. They're going to get gung ho because they know they'll lose. They've got a lot of respect for us.
Yeah.
Obviously, we should have a lot of respect for them as well.
Yeah.
Decent team.
Yeah.
Onana's he could be a problem, man.
24, yeah, number 24, yeah.
It could be a problem.
He's good in the air as well as on the floor.
He's good in the air. He's good on the deck. He's fast. He's strong. Usual. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Belgian partnership in it with him.
Quality player, man. He came from Everton, right?
Yeah, he came from Everton. I think, even the left back, Dinia, I think it's Dinia. He came from Everton. Yeah, he came from Everton as well.
Dinia, I think they're going to play. They'll probably play Madsen.
Well, and they got that kid Ramsey on the left in it, who's very pacey and powerful as well.
Ramsey can play midfield as well. He's like Jones. For me, he's like very similar to Jones. Very similar to Jones. Remember, we was arguing with Rods to say who's the better player because he seems. Do you know, Jones is a better player, but this one seems like more consistent, very similar to him. Kind of more, but I think he's more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get like 1, 2, 3, 4 bad games, wicked games out of Jones, and then he's off the mark again. Yeah, that's silly.
Yeah, but he has been consistent recently, man. We can't really argue with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can't. I can't knock him at all.
Slot said Slot said that the atmosphere was brilliant and a loud crowd. Yeah, man. You know, what I said, Anton, in the beginning of the stream, I said the atmosphere at Anfield is looking good again because, you know, the fans were apprehensive in it. They didn't want, you know, Klopp left, new manager in. How do you take him? You know what I mean? You don't know. You know, you don't have a relationship with this manager, so it was all time. Now they're singing his name. They're looking like you know, they can trust him now, and you know, the connection is coming, mate. The connection is coming. And hence why, you know, the manager is, you know, always saying good things about the crowd now. You know what I mean? So it's there.
That's true.
Yeah, what's wrong with your computer anyway, man? What's the problem?
You know, my computer, man, it's one day it will show my face, one day it won't. I don't know. Bro, it says something about close over all the apps and all that. I try to close out all the apps. I try like resetting it. You know, when you do reset, but come out of it, come back in again. It comes under, it goes off. I'm like that. Yeah, so I'll go off this later on. It will come on.
Yeah, it happens, bro.
Abu says an hour beforehand, I think.
Hey, Bill. Hey, listen, you just have to learn how to use it properly, bro.
Yeah,
you can't keep a lot of stuff on a computer. You know what I mean? And
it's a funny one.
Well, eventually, you know, things start freezing and all that stuff. You just need. What you need to do is probably delete everything and just reboot the computer and just don't put a lot of stuff on it. If this is the computer you only use for streams, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I only use it for streams, really truly, man. So.
Just don't use it for anything else. And once you reboot,
but it's linked to my YouTube. But when you start from the beginning, when you go onto the thing and the StreamYard, it says, "Do you want to continue with YouTube?" Obviously, you press it, innit? Obviously, you can get onto the whole thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I don't know. It does say close other apps. If you got Skype on, I ain't got no Skype on. Skype is not there, bro. It says one other thing. I don't know what it is, but what can I say?
Yeah. You know, with Aston Villa, and like, do you watch them or not? Because what I see,
of course.
When I watch them, is some exciting football, bro. Exciting stuff. I'm not basing it on the Champions League. What we saw, like their left back is always bumming forwards, and the right back is always bumming forwards. McGinn is always cutting inside. He's more. And he comes into midfield sometimes. He goes in the outside sometimes.
Yeah,
so,
he comes.
They've got a unit in
midfield, like he comes in midfield, innit?
Yeah.
Did they put? Is it Telemans and Onana in midfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
Two places in the 10.
Basically, they swap around. They got a relationship already, being both Belgians, innit? They play for the Belgian national team, so they know how to play together. So what the manager said, you guys already know each other, so you don't really need any guardians in regard to play. You probably played with each other when you was kids anyway, so they must have a relationship of some sorts because they play together, obviously in the nationals team. So they bring it to the club team. What I've seen of them, Anton, is when one goes forward, the other one, obviously stays back. And what I've seen,
Onana will be there. Though.
Yeah, Onana. What I've seen of him, and he's a unit, bro. He's massive, man.
He's about 6'3", 6'4", isn't he?
Bro, listen, he's frightening, mate. He's good in the air. He's good on the ground. You know what I mean? He could do a lot of damage, and
he's a quality player, man. I don't know why we didn't try and get someone like him.
Yeah, unfortunately, mate. Yeah, but them two have this relationship, man, and it works. One goes up, one stays back, and it's always like that. It's like that with them two, you know what I mean? And you got that kid Rodgers, you know what I mean? At first we thought like he's dumb, you know what I mean? You get you get some talented, dribblers, but there's no end product, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he goes everywhere, and he's.
Are they going to play that Jamaican boy on the right side?
I don't think so. They haven't played him for a while. So you're talking about what's his name? What's his name again?
I forgot his name. I completely forgot his name, man.
Leon
Bailey.
Leon Bailey, yeah. Leon Bailey, that's it, yeah.
Leon Bailey.
Yeah, so this is what they pretty much do, these guys. But the reason they're performing in a high level is because they're playing as a team. There's no one person. I know like everybody talks about Watkins and all this stuff, but he's not always the one that catches the eye.
No, he's not. Anyway. He's a good runner, man. A decent striker, decent league striker. I don't know. I don't think he's world class, but I think he's a decent league striker.
Hey,
Definitely.
he goes to international football and scores goals, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it shows a lot. Yeah, but this is more or less their team. What do you expect from them, man? I'm sure you're not expecting them to be, just sitting back like other teams. I'm sure they're gonna
Yeah.
come and attack. Because since I've known Aston Villa from the beginning, they always come to Anfield and attack us, and they always
Yeah,
used
come
to
on. They're
win
not
games.
afraid, man. Come on. They're there to play the game and try to win the game. And I don't think they're going to sit there and hold the ball back. I mean, and put 5 players behind the ball 9 players behind the ball like Nottingham Forest. They won't be doing that. Obviously, they're going to be cautious. They're going to, obviously, when they lose the ball, they're going to try and get behind the ball, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Make it difficult for us.
Yeah.
But on the counter, they're going to be a problem. So we be a counter. But it's just too heavies, man. But we're, for quality, we're shade better than them. Or a bit more. Because the defense, we can get at the defense, man, with that Pau Torres.
Are you happy we're at home instead of being away as well?
Oh yeah, of course, man. But then again, I wanted to still test ourselves, like get away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand.
Test ourselves away.
I understand. Yeah.
You got Konza. Konza's a decent player, man. He's from Figany. He's from where's he originally from? He's from Forest Gate. He's from your ends, bruv.
I'm a other boy, man. I
He's from the old ends, bro. This guy. He's a good player. I like him.
Yeah. His quality. He's always, giving it 100%. I don't think he's the most talented on the ball or anything like that.
But
he gives you
100%.
100%.
Man. He'll definitely give you his heart. He'll give us a game.
Yeah. So this is what I see, Anton. When I see them as this, and Rogers, this kid Rogers, number 27, he's a busy little midfielder, mate. Especially attacking. He's always dribbling.
Yeah.
He's always using his body, like you. When he was younger, he does. It's similar to you. When I look at him, it's similar to you, man.
He rolls players, man. If they're gonna get him, they're gonna roll players, man. But
like when he used to hold off players and with the arm like that.
That was my talent, man. You're gonna really get off the ball for me, man. Just if you come from behind, you're gonna have to take me out. There's no way, and that will cause a foul.
Yeah, he's just missing that intelligence, isn't it? That's what he's missing, and he could become the complete player when I watch.
He's exuberant, man. He's full of life, man. He's full of running, and it could cause a problem.
Yeah, what I like about them, man, they're all connecting this team. There's no one player that stands out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
Everybody.
Tillemans is decent, but he's prone to lose the ball sometimes. Because sometimes he does go for the killer pass too often. Yeah, he goes for the killer pass too often and loses the ball. But he's got a brilliant shot. Good technically as well.
Yeah. I'm making the lines this is how they really connect. There's no the connection I'm making is what they do for each other. You know what I mean? So the left, it's similar to us, the left side, the right side, and there's togetherness in everywhere. You know what I mean? And this is how Aston Villa is actually, a Champions League team, and they're back.
So is that where they're going to play Gunn then? Gunn plays there then, yeah. Gunn comes, he joins the midfielders as a. You're
talking about Duran or
Duran? They play him as a sub though, didn't he? Or depending on the game, they play him up front first, or they play Alec Watkins.
Duran just comes off the bench when things are not going well. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's got a bullet over left foot.
He's got come on,
bullet,
bloody left footers, man.
Bullet over left foot, bro.
His left foot is what? He's got one of the cracker ones. Remember that James Morris?
Yes.
And Risa, they're something about them left footers, man.
All they have to do is pull it in it, pull.
Yeah.
Pull the trigger. Fire the ball, man. Fire the ball.
Put fire like a gun. Remember what's that guy used to say? What's his name?
Joseph.
Fire like a gun.
I remember that guy, that Jamaican guy back in the college days. Fire the ball, man! Fire the ball!
Oh yeah, remember.
You remember that? And
fire the ball, man.
Remember that Somali boy? Fozzie, you cornflakes.
Brown jeans. That one.
Yeah, man.
He used to wear brown jeans all the time. We used to call him brown jeans because he was
Funny days, mate. Funny days, man.
No, track him like a gun. Remember, he was the one who said
track him like a gun. Track him like a gun.
I'm like, what?
What?
Not track him like a bullet. Track him like a gun. I love that. I miss that guy, bro.
Yeah, I've seen him, in the streets, and he's got mental health issues,
For real?
Yeah, bro, he's got mental.
When's the last time you seen him there, Foz?
I've seen him a few years ago. You see him like walking in the streets talking to himself and that, man. Sad, bro.
I'm not seeing him good 10, 15, man.
He used to come to my lane as well and play football.
Yeah, they used to love him at my lane. That's what they got. Let's just call him Brand Jeans because he came once with brand jeans and put shorts on.
Yeah.
But he can never get rid of that brand jeans. He will have black jeans on for us or black trousers. They'll call him Brand Jeans.
Oh man, I miss the Marlin days, man. Some ballers over there back in the day, man. 100%, bro. So yeah, and with our team, what do you expect from us, man? Yeah, obviously Kelleher is going to be in goal, but what do you expect us to do in this game? Because I'm sick and tired of us starting off games in a bad way, bro.
Yeah,
it's becoming like too common now. You know what I mean? We need to get rid of that shit, man. Like play proper football.
You think Kanata is going to play?
Well, he's not injured. He played the other day.
Yeah, the arm, the wrist. Was it the wrist or the arm?
It was the wrist. Yeah, he's all right. He played the other day against Leverkusen. He started. So he's got to play.
No, I was wondering if he can play 2 games in a row. I don't know.
It's just that wrist, man. It's something. He's already got something protecting it anyway, man. I want him to play, and so hopefully. Listen, just keep it consistent, innit?
Keep the same team, man.
Until something goes wrong, innit?
I think Soboslai should start.
Mm-hmm.
I think Soboslai should start for me.
In place of who, though? In place of who, though?
It's true. Jones has been on flames right now.
Yeah, this is my team for the game. Simicast as well, bro. You can't take Simicast out.
You know what? I thought it was a clever piece of work by Slot when playing Diaz. Not because of the striker, not because he scored the 3 goals. It's because he obviously knew that centre back likes to play with strikers that are strong and fast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I've heard about this today. This is what I've heard.
And they like to tussle. You know what I'm saying? So he chose someone who's not so strong, but he's quick and he moves a lot. And he was moving. This guy.
Why did you hear that, because someone told me this today. I think it was one of the boys at work.
Yeah, I heard it. I can't even remember where the source come from, but I read it somewhere.
Yeah, Gakpo, you can't take Gakpo out, man. No, I'm sorry. Like Gakpo's got to play, man.
You know what?
Fire,
play the same team.
Bro.
Play the same team that beat thing, man.
Yeah.
Even play Diaz. Yeah. I'm up for that, bro. I'm up for that. Be a problem. Gavin Birch, McAllister.
So you take out Jones for this game and play.
You know what? No. Tell the truth. No. Soboslai, he needs to deliver, bro. He's not delivering. He does make runs. He does track back and everything like that. But going forward is quite standard now.
What's the matter with him, man? Like exactly. What does he have to do?
He needs to score. He needs to score a goal.
Do you think he's a wimp or something? Like is he
he's a bit too cautious, man. I think the way the guy's telling him you got to defend as well. He's thinking, no, I can't do my full game. Maybe that's what I can think of, because he defends well, but going forward, it's very rare he plays the right pass, especially in decisive areas.
Yeah,
decisive areas, or he makes decisions in decisive places, like to have a shot.
Yeah.
I'm seeing him do a lot of dummies, like fake to shoot. I'm like, shoot now, man. They know you're gonna do that now. I know you're gonna do that. I'm 100 miles away from you.
Yeah. Abdul says, when is Salah, VVD, Trent signing their new contract? I don't know, bro. We need to do it as soon as possible. We can't muck about with things like this, because if we prolong it towards the transfer window opening in January, then we're going to have a big problem, because throughout that we're going to discuss their contracts instead of like looking at the what's going on the pitch. I hope they do it before the transfer window opens, because it will silence a lot of haters, you know what I mean? And we could just get on with our football and try to win the league and get some more signings in.
Bloody haters, man.
It will cause a lot of problems, because they could speak to anyone they want in January.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, one hand, I'm thinking to myself, no, do what you're doing, because I tell you what, if these guys go, and it makes our team, obviously, make our team more terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Our team terrible. Then if they did that, that means that you definitely want to see us in the mud. And that's when FSG, I'm sure there'll be hell.
Yeah.
There'll be hell with people with torches and the forks. You know what I mean? Wanting them out or we're gonna kill you kind of thing. You know, I don't want them to die. Like the last time I said I don't want them to die. But
yeah, don't cancel me, bro. I mean,
I don't want him to. I want him to leave. I want him to leave, man. I really want him to leave. I can't stand him.
So, and if we don't sign anyone in January, like, and the players don't sign the contract, what like? Do you think, honestly, do you think the fan base will wake up and say enough is enough? Get these fuckers out.
I'm sure most.
Would it take something like that to wake up the people that's loyal to them?
Yeah, I think you will. I think they're just acting so casual, like we know what they're doing, but it's like it's almost like they're trying to destroy the team within, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And almost everyone knows it, and it's to obviously get the ones that FSG are fine, they're not that bad. You know what I mean? I think this will actually say no, you're trying to this that's it. I understand what these guys are saying now. You're trying to destroy our team. You just want sustainability and money coming in. That's it. You're not looking to spend money.
Big up Alexandra, bro. Big up Janet as well. Big up Janet. How are you? What's your score prediction for tomorrow? 2-0. 2-0. I said 2-0. 2-0 is going to be. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And like, I'm worried. You know what I mean? If we're going to go into the transfer window like with this burden on us, because it's a distraction, innit? And it clearly proves that, you know, they're not here to win. You know what I mean? And it will go down to the pitch eventually. You know what I mean? Because the players can speak to the team that they want eventually, and if that happens, are they going to be performing in the highest level? Because they might want to save themselves for the new team they're going to be joining. It's madness, bro. And what I said about Trent as well, like, what people don't understand, you know, like everybody's shouting at Trent, getting upset at Trent. What I said was, imagine you're Trent. Let me give you something here, Anton. Imagine you're Trent, yeah, and you're 26 years old, and you see the two best players that you have, like Van Dijk and Salah, begging for a contract at the age of 32 and 33, and you know they're still in they're past their prime minute. They're in the peak of their powers now, aren't they, Anton? So imagine you're 26 years old and you're watching that from the sideline. What makes you think, you know, when you're watching that at their age, they're going to treat you any different? Do you get what I'm saying when you get to that?
It's true. It's true. It's true. You when you see them things happening to your best players, you're like, what chance do I have? I live around the corner, but you know what I mean? They don't really care. So
do you get what I'm saying, Anton?
You're thinking, what's on the horizon? Who's after me? Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Would I want my career to be like that when I'm 30? I mean, I've done all this for this football club, but at the age of 30, they won't give me that contract that I want when I still think I'm, you know, one of the best players in the world. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You can't let youngsters watch this stuff because it affects them. And it will affect the football club because they will make that decision that says, you know, I'm looking after me now because look at the way they're treating these players. These players who are legends at the football club, who gave their all for the football club, who could have joined Real Madrid at one point, could have joined Barcelona if they wanted to, but they didn't. They stayed, and then they get that treatment. You get what I'm saying? So that's what worries me when these youngsters are watching this shit, man, and we're not resolving it right now, Anton. But let me just read John Santos. He said Robertson will start tomorrow. Okay, we'll see, bro. But do you know what I'm saying, Anton? Kids should not, young people should not watch that. You know what I mean? And it's not right, man. It's not right that you go through things like that because, you know, you're gonna get, if Trent decides to go to Madrid in January, you're gonna get those people outside the stadium burning his shirt, calling him Judas and all this stuff. But not knowing the true reality of the actual situation.
Know already false, but they just think, loyalty. But that's what these owners are betting everything with that. Is this they're betting everything with loyalty. It says, no, don't worry, they're gonna be loyal. That's why they ain't going nowhere. They shouldn't be making that gamble. You want them players in, you want them to stay.
Exactly.
But no, it's them. I think they're, like I said, I've always said, man, they don't really want us to win, man. And when we win stuff, it's like, oh gosh, shit, we've got to pay money out. We've got to do this, we've got to do that. Oh man, they think the worst. instead of thinking ambitiously and saying, you know what, let's build on that. Let's get some good players, man. Let's make a statement in the transfer market. No, same shit, different day.
Different day, bro. Yeah, 100%. It's worrying. It's worrying times. You know, people are just too relaxed because the performances are quite good at the moment, Anton.
Yeah.
They're not realizing there's an aftermath, you know, coming very, very soon. You know what I mean? And we're gonna have problems. I mean, these things that's happening right now could be a trigger for a disaster. You know what I mean? And people are not awake to it. People are not awake to it. And I know me and you are gonna come over here, Anton. Gonna say, "We told you." Nobody wanted to listen. Everybody was saying everything's okay. But like I said, you can't let young players watch this shit, man. Resolve contracts right now and get over done with. But as what I'm looking at this formation, Anton, if Aston Villa start attacking, I think Jones has got to drop it deeper. Don't you think?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure
there's too many gaps that appear here. And what I was saying in the previous stream when I was like giving people what happens in games, you know, like giving them a heads up what happens in games when opponents come against us. I showed them what Soboslai did wrong the other day against Brighton. Was it Soboslai that played? Whoever played in that number 10 role was too far up. I think it was Soboslai, actually. He was too far up, Anton. So what happened was there was two opponents that drawed the likes of McAllister and Gravenberch out of position. So when you get them out of position, it's like it was a game plan. It was like a game plan. And when you get them out of here, there was a big gap, you know, in here in the center circle, a big gap over here. And what happened was each time, like they had the ball. I don't know what happened. Sorry about that. I'm not good with I haven't used it for a while. That's why. But it's a good thing I got this, man. It's nice. So each time a player was spare, this is where he was coming and he had all that space. I don't know if you saw it in the game. Just check it out. I advise you to go and watch it again in that Brighton game, Anton. Then you see what I'm talking about. So each time they had the ball was going to that person. Hence why they attacked. And you know that he was free and they scored that goal. And they could have scored at least 3 in the first half, as you remember. Kelleher made a couple of saves.
Yeah,
a couple of blocks.
So if you think if there was someone else of a like better quality, would have got damaged.
Yeah,
it would have done damage. And
I swear, Anton, I saw it. If the ball was on this side, and I swear to God, I couldn't believe what I'm watching. I was saying, you know me, I'm an emotional guy. I said it in the stands. Why can't they see what I'm seeing? If the ball was there, the player was there, and he received it, then he turned and he gone that way.
He went down.
And if the ball was here, the same thing again. He went down there. But the thing is, our number 10 wasn't moving. He was just standing.
He wasn't taking back.
He was like there. Every time they needed an out ball, they had someone here, Anton.
Yeah.
And the smartest decisions they made is they draw out the likes of Gravenberch and McAllister to wide areas, which made the middle area more space for them. Yeah. And they could just go and attack us every single time. They showed the whole world what you can do against Liverpool.
Yeah.
If the number 10 doesn't drop deep.
Do that with Aston Villa, man, with my guy with the strike he's got. What's his name? Telemans.
Watkins.
Telemans. No,
Telemans, yeah. You can't do that.
On the shoulders, he's the one who's got the shot, as well as McGinn. He can come in from the right and have a crack with his left. He's a decent little player.
Exactly, bro. So this is what I saw. I was just like in the stands thinking like, what the fuck? Why can't they see this? You know what football people, Anton? We're coaches. People don't believe I used to be a coach. I'm a coach, so I've got qualifications as a coach. I mean, some of them are done with Anton. So, like you watch these things from the stands. Like sometimes, do you remember the old days, Anton, when the coaches used to go in the stands so they could see the whole pitch? And they had that, walkie-talkies and all that stuff. And then they come back in the second half. They see the weaknesses in the area and they fix it. And they used to win the games. This is what you guys. That's what coaches need to get back to, in my opinion. So what I want our number 10 to do in this game is when we're defending, let the ball go. Just come over here and make sure that gap is like this, and so they don't go through and then get the goal. Like Watkins goes forward and scores goals or something like that. So this is what we're gonna do. I mean, keep it tight in the first half. Like find out what you're playing against, and then as this half goes on, you could get into important areas and get some goals. If you know what I mean, Anton. That's what we've got to do. Because I think what the wrong thing that we do in games, we go gun ho too early. You know, we'll pull the gun
But
too
then
early.
we are home, so expect us to. But with the new manager, I don't think he'll do that. He'll go like, let's go gung ho. We're home, so rah, rah, rah. I'm sure he feel out the team first. Feel out Aston Villa, and take it in and try and control the game early.
Yeah. So you go with the same team as the last time, yeah?
I'll go with the same team as last time.
Okay, bro. Right. Which is this team we're facing. What do you think of Gakpo, Anton? Like in the left wing, if you had a preference,
He's annoying. He's annoying.
Big up Phil, big up brother, big up Michael, big up. Yeah.
He's annoying to me, man. He's annoying for me.
Gakpo. Why?
Because he's capable. I think he's capable of more, man. And well, he's such like a nice kid kind of thing. He ain't got that killer instinct kind of thing.
Yeah.
He needs to be a killer, bro. He needs to be a killer.
You know what I like about him to Diaz, bro?
Well, sometimes a bit too bait of cutting in.
Yeah, but he goes to the outside as well now.
He does go outside, yes. He does go outside, but it's rare occasions.
You know, Anton, he does what he does, Anton.
Well.
You know what I like about him compared to Diaz there? Diaz is this type of player, Anton. Let me show you the arrows with Diaz here. Diaz is just one-dimensional. He doesn't really go outside a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's always trying to like stay, deeper here, and come over here more often, cut inside, and try to dribble. There's never a cross that comes from him. Never a cross at all.
Very rare,
Yeah, it doesn't work as hard going back either with Diaz. That's what pisses me off. He needs to improve going on the outside if he's playing on the left, and he needs to put more balls in the box. You know what I mean? Release the ball at the right time. That's what I'm saying about him. But with Gakpo, the differences I like about him, he does release the ball better than actually.
He does. I agree.
And when we was younger, I remember what we used to do. Like we used to practice in it. We used to say, if you get the ball and you're cutting in from the left or the right, make sure when you're crossing in the ball, it's at the far post. You get what I'm saying, Anton?
Yeah.
And that's what he does. Like he doesn't shoot, but he crosses the ball to go to the far post. So what could happen is, Anton, a player could touch it in, or your player can touch it in.
Yeah, or the goalkeeper
will go straight in.
Or
the goalkeeper will save it.
Like the other day, innit?
Yes. And he does that more often. That's when he beats the first man, you know what I mean? And what I like about him, he does go on the left and he does really trap back and help out the left back as well. That's what I like about Gakpo. He might not be the best on the eye, but he does his work. He does what he says on the tin, you know what I mean? But listen, with time, he'll improve.
He's like Ron Till, does exactly what he says on the tin.
Yeah, see, that's the difference between the two. And now we found a new position for Diaz with his little runs and all that stuff, finding space. And what I like about Diaz is he's not always on the line. Let me show you something. We talked about it before with Darwin Núñez, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we was mentioning Darwin Núñez, the mistakes that he makes is he doesn't curve his run as a number 9 like Ian Rush when we was kids.
When you got into V the run, that's what they call V the run.
The V the run, curve the run, curve the run.
You curve run or V run. So you're in that one position. You track back like three little paces or a little step back. And then be into another, go into the other.
Did you see when Jones passed the ball to him? What he did? What did he do, Anton? What did he do? Where was he? Where was he when Jones had the ball the other day?
Yeah. Of course, he was exactly like almost there. Like his run was curved as well.
Yeah,
he was a bit.
But you know what he did, Anton? What I liked about him,
and then ghosted in.
What I liked about him, Anton? He made sure the defender was there before he ran. Do you get what I'm saying? But if it's Diaz, he'll be already here. You know what I mean? What is going on, bro? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You're a striker. You should know your runs. How can a guy who plays on the left wing know better than you? So what he did is, and I was speaking about this in a different stream. What Jones did, and I go and check out the one I did similar to this, is he passed the ball around the defender and there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And all he had to do is meet up with the ball. That's all he had to do.
It was such a nice pass by Jones, man. It was so tidy.
Baggio, bro.
It was so tidy.
Baggio X. What's going on, Anth?
Hey, bro.
How are we, people? Big up the panel, Fauzi and yourself, my guy.
How you doing, man?
Is it Anton again? I can't see.
Yeah, it's me. Sorry, bro. It's my camera. I told you my camera.
Yeah, I couldn't see the name either, but I remember your voice from the other night. Big up the chat anyway, and the panel always. I've just come off my preview the Aston Villa game tomorrow with Remo.
Yeah.
It was a good crack, to be fair.
Nice.
But yeah, let's delve in.
Yeah, we're just talking about the difference between Gakpo and Diaz. So what Gakpo offers in the left more than Diaz as well. What we were saying is what we was discussing before, and like in regards to Gakpo, although like he doesn't dribble past defenders all the time, he produces crosses in the box, and he scores goals as well, and he's always a threat from the left hand side. If you know what I mean, brother. What we was talking about as well is what I was doing this graphic before, and I said about what what's his name, Darwin Núñez does wrong. You know what I mean? He's always on the shoulder of the defender, but offside.
Yeah.
But what did this guy do the other day?
Yeah.
He waited for Jones. Jones turned around and placed the ball straight there. And what did he do? He ran from the back and
Goes
tripped the
to the
goalkeeper.
defender, boy.
That's what you got to do, bro. You got to make the right movements. You know what I mean? And Núñez doesn't do enough of that, bro. He's always, too high up. And if he curves the run sometimes as well, bro, curve the fucking run.
Yeah, he's not intelligent enough for us with him. He's not intelligent enough. He's like a caveman on the game, to be honest.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's still writing on the walls with crayons. I'm telling you. I'm honestly. He's just not. He's not smart. He physically got everything. You got what you need, man. But he's got no brain. So what they say to him, why his game is improving with a team, his team play. He's improving. Just say, bro, just keep it simple. See the guy there, keep it simple. Run your ass off when you ain't got the ball on there. But when you got the ball, try and keep it as simple as you can. Have a shot. Okay, cool. You're a striker. But if you see a pass, just keep it simple because it's not in your game.
100%, bro. So what do you think the starting lineup would be in this game, brother? So we're gonna go in a minute. We've been on for over an hour. What do you want to be the starting lineup so I could put it up on the board? What's your starting lineup, brother? Obviously Kelleher in goal, but after that, what do you want?
Okay. Trent, Karate, Van Dijk along the backside. Obviously Tsimikas. I'd want Tsimikas to start tomorrow. But again, though, if Gomez starts, I'll have no issues with that either because I think the way Gomez played against Brighton, it's going a bit under the radar because he was colossal, wasn't he, when he come on?
Yeah.
Every challenge he won, he had a really good game. He could have scored a couple of goals as well. People, he had 2 headers on target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What a game he had. So obviously, I'll go Tsimikas, but if Gomez starts, no issues at all. I'm quite happy with that anyway. That position.
Midfield.
This is the thing. I think McAllister needs a rest. I really do. Because his performances have took a massive dip over the last few weeks. And this is why. Because he's being played constantly like the man in a robot. Do you know what I mean? He's going away with Argentina as well, traveling to South America and back. He's playing 90 minutes. He shouldn't have got 90 minutes the other day against Leverkusen when we were comfortable. He should have got took off. But you know what? Like, who else would be playing? Probably Jones, I'd say. But McAllister's important as well. But I don't know, man. It's a tough one because he hasn't been on form, has he? Let's be honest. And he could really do with the rest, but it's a big game, and their midfield's quite strong as well.
And it's an international break after that as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so maybe one last push, maybe before this break.
Okay.
But then again, he'll be traveling with Argentina, won't he? So yeah, go on. I'm starting McAllister. Fuck it.
And Gravenberch, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The 10 position, number 10.
Say Jones.
Yeah, everybody said that as well.
Yeah, I don't think Szoboszlai deserves a start.
Yeah, he needs to watch the game from the sideline, man. Learn,
just work your way into the team. Maybe you might play better then.
Yeah. Obviously, Salah is going to start no matter what. We can't do nothing about that.
Got him, man. Got him.
Yeah. Who else? Who's the striker? Sorry.
I'm not going to go with Núñez. See, he played Diaz up top, didn't he, against Leverkusen in the second half? I mean, this is what I mean. Well, is he going to do that again tomorrow, or will he start Gakpo up top? It's, you know what? I cannot predict what he's going to do. I'll go Gakpo up top and Diaz on the left.
Okay.
Yeah, but Gakpo's effective on the left, isn't he?
Yeah, he's effective.
Well, I think they might interchange it. I'm seeing something like a little interchange kind of thing. So they're both going to be on the left kind of thing when they can. Like, I'm not going to say they're both at the same time.
Yeah.
So they'll probably switch and keep
Even Salah, even you could say Salah could probably swap with them as well, isn't it? This can happen, them three like just interchanging, and it's not like every one of them hasn't played as a striker before. Salah has played as a striker before and has scored goals before. It's not like the Salah that we know that it takes a lot out of his game, but he can play as a striker too. I mean, these three can interchange. It depends on the game as well, guys. If the game doesn't go right, I mean, you could say, Gakpo go to the left, Diaz come inside. If it doesn't work out, Diaz go to the right, Salah come to the middle. You know what I mean? So you could do some, you could do stuff like that. And I mean, you got Darwin on the bench. Maybe this will be the game that he scores the goals. You don't know. We're just waiting for Darwin to score a couple of goals in a game and just take off. I mean, I don't think. To be honest, guys, I've been watching Darwin this season. I don't think he's been that bad. I honestly don't think.
He's not. He's worked hard for us. He's worked hard. His game. Watch what you see against Leverkusen when he came on, and why Luis Diaz got the third goal. You see that one when he made the mistake there, bro. But it's not about you coming on and scoring, bro. But he was so eager to come on and score that it was a wrong mistake. He made the mistake, hit the player, the defender. It went to Diaz's path and he slotted it in. When he should, there's 3 against 2. I think there's 3 against 3 or 3 against 3, like it. But they're running back. He's got the ball and you got players in front of you. Like, make the pass. He could have paid Salah in earlier, but he went for the shot. It was the wrong move, and obviously, luckily, it went to Diaz. But this is him right now, man. He's just eager when he should just take your time. That's the problem. What has been your problem so far is that you're just trying to impress all the time.
Yeah, it's the pressure sometimes. What do you think of What do you think of Nunes, bro? Like, what do you want him to improve on for you to be convinced he could be the number 9 at Liverpool? Or can he can't? Maybe he can't improve. I don't know. How you guys take it?
I want him to stay on side and score goals, to be honest. Because look, how many times is this guy getting caught offside? Seriously, I get what you mean. Though he has been putting more of a shift in lately, especially defensively. But I mean, that's a bare minimum requirement, isn't it? Especially in an Arne Slot team as well. He's all about the hard work. This is why our defense has been better this year, because it's a lot more tight. No, man, I just his decision making as well, man. Like the other night against Leverkusen, the 4-on-2 that we had, and we got lucky with the Diaz goal. But this is one of them though. Like, I feel like if we sell him, he's just going to bang the goals in whenever he comes to, and then we're gonna sit there and go, oh, maybe we should have kept him. But man, I don't know. This is his last season for me. Like I've said before, where he has to start.
Would you swap him for Gyökeres?
Gyökeres, on current form, 100%. 100%.
Definitely, I'll say, look, take 20 million and him.
Yeah, but he looked amazing at Benfica. I mean, in his first year, I've spoke to a couple of Benfica fans about this, and they've said he was missing sitters left, right, and centre, a bit like how he was doing with us. But then he just exploded the season after, and he looked like an absolute demon. But with us, he's been the same for 2 years now. Last season he had a good spell, but he was still missing sitters constantly. And they weren't. Luckily, they weren't costing us, but in the end, they were.
I thought he was going to kick on, right, when he scored the chip against Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
That chip, that's not easy to do. No, that's someone who's on form, and like, I know I'm going to score this. I'm a weldy. I'm going to chip the keeper.
Yeah.
Take the piss, because he had Jota on the left to pass it to him, to tap it in. Yeah. And when he chipped it, I was like, no. At first, and it went over. I was like, "Oh my god, that's the best finish I've seen him do." People say he's won the finish against Newcastle, but no, that's a standard, a striker's shot across the keeper. You know what I'm saying? But a chip. If you're chipping the keeper, just like, I know I'm going to score. If you're that person who's going to chip the keeper, I know I'm going to score. I'm so confident I'm going to score. I don't need to blast it. You understand?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was going to kick on, but it's same shit again.
Imagine like we had if he starts scoring like 10 goals or something. Let's go, champ. Oh, sorry. Alexander said, obviously, I think it will be a Villa thumping 4-0. Okay, we'll see.
They lost against Spurs. They're gonna be raging.
Yeah, we'll see. Let's go, champ. Steve, big up, bro.
Steve.
Like with Nunes, I don't know what it is. Something's telling me if he gets 2 or 3 in a game, that's when he's gonna like start scoring goals. The thing that's letting him down at the moment is scoring one, once in a game now and again. I haven't seen him score 2 in a game since the Man United thumping the 7-0. Remember, guys, he scored 2 goals in
Yeah.
that game. That was the
Yeah.
last time I think he scored 2 goals. So he just needs 2 or 3 goals in a game just to kick him off. I honestly think that because his hold up plays improved, his layoff is improved, and he builds up his build up plays improved. But sometimes, like you guys said, he struggles with the final pass. That's what he does when we're like attacking on a counter attack. He hesitates, he starts panicking and all that stuff. But then again, you could say the same about Soboslai as well. When we're attacking, he does the same thing too. I mean, so it's not just him that goes through issues like that.
He's got potential. I think he's got potential. I've seen him at Leipzig, and I was like, "No, this guy's decent." I've seen him for Hungary. I'm like, "No, this is." I can see it. Honestly, don't laugh. I was seeing a slight little versions of De Bruyne.
That's what I said.
Technique, left foot, right foot, can pass,
Mm-hmm.
long pass, long shots. He got a little razzmatazz. You know what I mean? He's got something about him. And then came there and.
Do you think, Anton? Do you think, and Ants, do you guys think it's because, like coming from Germany, sometimes it's difficult to come to England. The pitches are different, innit? You got space to run to, you got space to create, you got space to take shots. When these teams in the Premier League, the players are right on top of you, it's very close. The players are very close to you. Do you think he's finding that difficult? Like, you haven't got time on the ball in the Premier League. If you know what I mean, guys.
You ain't. It could be that. It could be that because this league. It could be that.
What confused me is though, like obviously we just spoke about then, like you're seeing shades of KDB, and I completely understand why. Because last season, like the goals he was scoring, not just the goals though, he was putting in like 9, 10 out of 10 performances in general. Like especially that first half of the season, and then his mentality as well. He looked unmatched. And then all of a sudden, like his head's dropping. He looks like he's lost a bit of his tech somehow. But we know there's a player in there. So I mean, what's it going to take for him to maybe find that form again or kick off? Is it a confidence thing? Is it
and inside him, man? Just release it, man. Maybe
that's it. Just release it. Yeah.
Work harder here. Maybe he'll work harder here. Maybe he doesn't like it. He's got to work that hard. Maybe it's that.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's us. It's
the love he should like, and maybe because there's other people who's the star, like maybe Salah, maybe he wants to be that guy, but you got to earn that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you like, what it is, guys, with him as well. Like when he needs to shoot, he passes. When he needs to pass, he shoots.
The fake shot. I want to slap him for the.
That's what he does. Like, bro, shot. Just
doesn't
shoot.
take all the time.
You have to. Yeah, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. But guys, I'm done, man, because I've got to get ready for work again. Thanks for coming on, honestly. Anton, where can people find you, brother?
If you can find me, if I got my camera to work, mate, first of all. Man's got zoom in now. That's my face on the side there, guys, yeah? It's a model picture. Antos Pantos on X, Twitter. Or you can find me on this page, or Uncle Rod's, or Antos01 on Instagram.
There you go, Anton. And where can people find you?
Yeah, man. Yeah. What's the Instagram again? Sorry, Anton, I'll follow you now.
Antos01, ANTOS01. The digit 01.
Antos01. Oh yeah, there you go. Right. Followed. Requested. Yeah, Posey, yeah. TikTok, Amphrob21. Twitter's Amphrob24. And my YouTube is Amphrob16. Yeah, man, just do watch alongs, previews, reactions, boxing streams as well, if anyone likes the boxing. Like to mix it up a bit.
I'm a bit too fat.
But yeah, man, just get involved on the YouTube thing, and then just obviously if you're in the chat, we always read your comments out and just get yourself involved.
Big up, bro. He said we'll beat Villa 3-0. We'll see. We'll slap 3-0 as well from Philip. Diaz in false 9 is his best position. Less time to think where to place the ball in the net. his finishing is better. Yeah, he is. Listen, that was a Kenny Dalglish kind of finish the other day, mate. You know what I'm saying? Gakpo, Diaz, Salah, our best best three right now. Okay, front three right now. That's what I meant to say. I think we'll see the best of Nunes from January onwards. We'll see, bro. We have to wait and see. We can't. Like I said, he has improved in a lot of ways, isn't it? And he has improved in a lot of ways.
We're too romantic, I'm telling you, we're too romantic. We're like, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that, he's gonna do this, he's gonna do that. I promise. I'm not really seeing it with Nunes, man. I think I've seen everything about him.
You've given up, Ant. Yeah, there's no more.
I keep hearing sound about if he leaves, he's gonna score 30 goals somewhere. I don't see it, man. He can't change his. Listen, a cheater can't change his stripes, He can't change his spots to stripes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm thinking this is him. I'm sorry.
All right, Anton and Frob, thanks for coming on, guys. Honestly, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, anytime, bro. You're always welcome here with Anton as well. I could be doing something tomorrow after the game, but maybe I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Give
me a shout, man. Give me a shout. I'm free. I'm off work all weekend, lads. I've just done 2 13.5-hour shifts. Yeah, I haven't slept much. I've got over the line today. I'm knackered. Yeah, but
you don't look it, bro.
You know what? Yeah, not too bad. Quite fresh. Might treat myself to a little drink tomorrow while I'm watching the game. The stream could be fun.
Why not?
Let's hope for a win, guys. Let's hope for a win tomorrow. You know what I mean? I hope the other ones drop points as well, innit? I hope
What's your score predictions, though?
Yeah, my one is going to be 2-0. But yeah, while you guys are talking, let's check out the fixtures, innit? Let's check out the fixtures.
1-0, Mo Salah penalty.
Wow, 1-0 only?
Be a tight game. I think Emery's going to be defensive tomorrow.
Wow, and
I'm gonna go for a draw. I'm gonna go for a draw, like 2-2.
Why, man? Come on, last win, bro.
They just lost against Spurs. I know they're fuming. I would be fuming, losing 4-0 to Spurs. I'm like, next game, I'm gonna be like, blood is gonna come from my eyes. I'm telling you, there's nothing. I'm not gonna happen that again. So that's what I'm thinking. I don't think you're gonna take pumped like that, man.
Yeah. So this is the fixtures for tomorrow. That's gonna be a good game, isn't it, guys? Brentford, Bournemouth, the B clubs.
Ooh, that's a lovely game.
That's a lovely game, man. That one. And then you got so it's Crystal Palace and Fulham. Not bad. London derby. West Ham needs a win, Anton, man. Our local needs a win. I mean, come on, Anton, man. Our local team needs a win, Anton.
They're begging it. They're begging it now.
What's happened to West Ham, guys? Honestly, like, what? They bought all these players. They bought good signings this summer. Like, what?
I thought Alvarez was decent until he's gone there. He's got 2 red cards. He's like Bambi and nice for them.
Brighton and City. What are you looking at, guys? What are you looking at? What are you looking at, that one, man?
That could be a tricky one. I'm not gonna lie. Really, I still think City will win. I'm gonna sit on, just be realistic about it. I think City will bounce back in that game, but don't be surprised if they don't, because no Rodri in that team. You can just see it, can't you?
You can see the frailties, man.
Yeah, man. Bournemouth should have scored 3 or 4 the other day.
He's tactically brilliant and technically brilliant. And when he's not playing, it's not the one. Someone mentioned the other day something about Kante. Kante, don't get me wrong, Kante gets around the pitch, but in terms of quality, you're not going to deliver that kind of quality. Kante can pass like Rodri, no way, or have the technique as him, no way. With Kante, he's running a lot. You see that, but with Rodri, it's tactical. He's a lot brainier. There's a lot of things you don't need to do. Someone says some defenders when they're playing fast strikers.
Yeah.
In the end of the game, they stop them. Like, how do they stop them? Because they're more clever than them. You know what I'm saying? They know the little runs. They know the moves. They know the move before it happens.
Yeah.
That's Rodri. I was trying to tell people that, I can't. I'm like, okay, cool. You just think you're seeing it physically, seeing the running, it's been everywhere and things like that.
Imagine the amount of winners Rodri scored as well. The amount of winning goals he scored as well, guys.
Headers, left foot, right foot. Even remember the handball against Everton? He got away with it.
This is the game, guys, on Sunday. What are you guys hoping for? Why are you hoping
Chelsea?
for, boys?
Chelsea win. Come on.
Chelsea. No, that's. Do you know what? That's a 2-2 as well. That's a 2-2 as well. I got 2-2 on that one. That's big bucks, that one, I think. I don't
So
think
if Chelsea beat them, what do you put Arsenal in the title race, guys? It's a tough one, isn't it? Like that if we win, I think that's 10 points, isn't it? If we win, so
It's a tough one.
Anything's possible. We can lose a lot of points. So-called Man City, Arsenal. So the second three horse race, but all of us we can all lose, man.
Yeah, I remember one season, like in the second part of the season, was about 10 points behind City or something, and we caught them up. You guys remember that to the last game of the season?
Yeah.
So anything can happen, man. But yeah, Arsenal guys, like it's awful what we're watching, man. Anton, I don't know if you watched it. Me and Anthrop watched it the other day, but I don't know if you watched it. Like in the Champions League, how boring they were, bro. And Inter Milan B, bro. Inter Milan B.
Listen, I think Arteta. I'm saying this. Arteta is trying. Last year he was trying to do Klopp, trying to play. What's his name up front? Havertz up front, but playing as a false nine like Firmino, and it's the wingers that get the goals. This year he's doing a Mourinho, so he's mixing both Mourinho and Guardiola in his game, and it's Guardiola, the Mourinho side. This is terrible. It's poor. They're not really outplaying teams now. They're not. They're just trying to get goals.
You know what the worst of it is, guys? Like it's that Tottenham game when they beat them with that header. Remember?
Yeah.
And they were celebrating like they were going to win the league, and I said, guys, it's only been 3 games. Like, what the heck is going on here, man? I mean, you're celebrating like you're going to win the league already. Like
one fan base is funny. That is Arsenal, bro. They're so funny. They honestly, they remind me of that person who, you know what I mean? They come out of their house and they see a bit of sunshine. Oh, it's shorts, t-shirt. Lovely shades. What's happened? What, you don't know it's England? It's going to rain. What, are you serious?
Oh my god!
Have some trousers.
Big up, Daz, brother. Big up, brother. Big up, man.
They see a little sunshine. That's it. I think we won the league. They're the craziest fans, man. Most deluded ones I've ever seen, though, after me.
You know, like they curse their team. You know that, guys. Like they actually curse their team. Their fan base.
I'm dying.
Yeah, they curse their team, man. Like they put.
Did you hear what Robbie said? You hear what Robbie said about the Champions
referee?
League? After they lost, he goes, "Oh, you know what? It's a disgrace. This UEFA has made this new way of Champions League. Go back to the old way." I'm thinking, bro, you've not won a Champions League. You've never won in Europe. What are you talking about? Go back to the old format.
Are you guys free to look at it? I'm gonna bring it up. Are you guys free? Like,
yeah, go on, man. Go on.
Let's look at it. Yeah.
No one's questioning.
So much chest for a team that's won nothing for 4.5 years. Do you know what I mean?
You've not won nothing for ages. You've not
20 years the title. 20 years, guys. Like,
but you're saying change the format back to where it was. Oh my god.
Yeah, let me look for it, man. Yeah, it's crazy, guys. Like I'm thinking to myself, you won nothing for all these years, and you're acting like you're something all of a sudden. Man.
No, do you know
what I mean? I'm putting pressure on your team. You know what I mean? Don't. You know who's Anton? Remember what you used to say? Like, who's the most dangerous people? The silent people, innit? Just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You say it best when you say nothing at all. You know what I mean? That song, the way it goes. You know what I mean, but these guys, man, they say their players are world class and all this stuff. And they're nothing. They've done nothing.
When they used to say like Rice is better than Rodri, I'm like, guys, come on, man, stop, man. It's too much now. Oh, I like Rice, I like him, but technically and tactically, he's not on the page of Rodri. He's nowhere next to him. He can never get there, I don't think. Maybe when he was about 32, when he's almost past it, and he's got all the game behind him.
Anton, this is the new version of you, bro.
AG.
He's funny though, this guy.
Mercy is crucial, Robbie from Jamaica. Pull up the tune. Samuel XXL Jackson in the room. They wanna how come Rob support Arsenal when there's so many teams there in England? They wanna know how come Rob look like Zardan if you're a walking Malteser? Put up your hand. Don't sniff it. It seems a joke. Don't sniff it. I'll take the jokes. Don't sniff it. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. What the Arsenal fan there? Put your hands in the air. With the Premier League fan there. Me want to hear you. Me come out of retirement. Come on, wheel it, AG, wheel it. They wanna know. They wanna know how come Rob support Arsenal when there's so many teams there in England. They wanna know how come Rob look like Zardan if you're a walking Malteser. Put up your hand. He's sniffing coke. Don't sniff it. It seems a joke. Don't sniff it. I'll take the jokes. Don't sniff it. Twice in a row. Don't sniff it. Should have chose Chelsea. Should have stayed in Luton. Chose Liverpool, not Everton. United City, they hate me in Tottenham. When I get hungry, I eat my best ham. Crucial revolution Arsenal fan. If you like Maltesers, put up your hand. Pull up.
He's ruthless, mate, in terms of content.
He's funny as shit, mate.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He has got bars, though. He has got a lot of bars for people, man. Oh, my God. For every...
I don't know if I was...
Anton, what I want to know is, like, how does he do that? Like, it just doesn't, like, he's got everything. Like, it just doesn't stop, and there's no pause or anything. And
I think he was an MC anyway. I think he was an MC, so I think he's found his place in the thing, man. So he was an MC, and he's just probably using lyrics and what he's had on his head. Well, puts it in.
No, but I'm just saying in general, Anton, because you used to be similar. Like when you was younger, you just say things off the cuff, like, and it rhymed.
Some people could do it, man. I don't know if I can do it now, but. That he's obviously one of them people that just off the cuff, you know what I mean? Look, he's freestyling, and he's got a lot in his head, man. And he comes out with stuff, and what the hell? How did he even think of that? You know? But obviously, I think that's obviously writing down stuff as well. You know what I mean? In his spare time.
Yeah, you're right. You know? It's good though. He makes me laugh, man.
He's
you know, in our age nowadays, it's hard to make us laugh like back in the day. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let's look for that Robbie thing, man.
Yeah, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. They should put it back in the old format. I'm like, what, bro?
You don't say this when they're winning, though, do you?
No, no chance, man.
Keep the same energy always.
Yeah. It's as the age that he is now, he shouldn't be talking like that, bro. You're a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. You should, come on. You can't be chopping and changing and flip-flopping each time to go to how you want things to go. It doesn't work like that, man.
I can't even find him.
Format. When Arsenal do nothing in how many years in the Champions League? What have they done? Nothing in the Champions League. You've touched a couple of teams. That's it.
Let me see. I can find it. Yeah, it was sad watching that. I said, "You're a grown ass man, bro." Like,
he's
don't
outside,
say things like that, man.
Not indoors. He's outside. I think it's outside, if I can remember. They should go back to the old format.
I don't mind the format. I'm not complaining. I mean, I know we're top, but I've got no issues.
Tell the truth, to be honest, it looks weird. This format. I think it's there. This one.
I don't care what anybody says. Yeah.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it, guys?
It is weird.
I gotta be real. I don't mind. I don't
that.
mind it. I tell you what, I don't mind it, guys. Look at the teams at the top. It's just smaller teams than the big ones. The big ones are the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody's got a chance. Yeah, but let's listen to him.
I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. This new format of a competition, this new NFL style, NBA style, because that's what it is. Let's face it. I've given it a chance, right? I tried to be fair. When the new format came out, I said to myself, you know what? It looks to me like they're doing this for money. They're doing this because they want to get more games in for TV. But you know what? I'm not that guy that as soon as something new comes in, I just slag it off. Let me give it a chance. This is crap. Why can't we play Inter Milan now back at the Emirates?
Well, we have a home fixture. We have home fixtures
hold on.
as
Hear
well,
me out now. Wouldn't everybody here after tonight?
Do you know why? Let me tell you why he's frustrated, guys. Yeah, it's because
they lost.
Not only they lost, because Liverpool came to San Siro and beat AC Milan with comfortably. comfortably.
Yeah,
you know how
yeah.
much that affects your rivals? You know what I mean? And they went down there, and not only did Inter Milan beat them, Inter Milan rested the majority of their players for the Napoli game that's coming up this weekend. You know what I mean? So it's gonna affect them, bro. It's gonna affect them. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, man. That's why he's frustrated. Why can't we play them home and away? I mean, like, you know the format before it even started. You play everybody once. Why are you moaning like about it now? It's crazy, man. But let's finish this. Let's finish this with them.
Want to play them back at the Emirates now to say, right, you beat us 1-0 here, but let's get you back and see what's thing.
But PSG would want to feel that when they played us. They would want to play at their place.
We played them at the Emirates. We beat them. We beat them quite comfortably. But I would have liked to see Arsenal now go to Paris and see if we could beat them in the return leg. What's this rubbish that we're doing now?
You see? That's childish.
What you're trying to say is when it comes to a final, you want 2-game final like the old days. Like what? We play one leg of the final and then second leg. Come on, man. You're in a competition, man.
Why wasn't you saying this when you was winning? Like, why are you saying that when you're losing, bro? Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm saying, Anton. Like, you know what it is, guys. Like, that's like modern day fan talk. You know what I mean? Don't know nothing about football.
But this is what I think, Foz. He's a grown man, Foz. He's old enough. He's seen the world, man. For him to say that, it's quite juvenile for me. It's quite childish.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Why can't we play them? What the hell, man?
Let me just share the screen for Daz. He just asked, "What's my formation?"
What happens if they play at Emirates and they beat you at Emirates? We're gonna say then,
yeah.
Oh, we need different referees. We need different players and different boots. What? Come on, man. Excuses, man.
It's like I said, guys. It affects them when their rivals go to those kind of stadiums and they beat teams comfortably. Don't forget, man. AC Milan beat Real Madrid at Madrid. You know what I mean? So it's always going to be something that's hurting them. I think they realize in Liverpool ain't a pushover, man. They're not a pushover. Liverpool is something else, man. We don't play like we used to anymore. We play differently. We play.
We've got.
We don't act possession teams anymore.
We've got European pedigree for us. That's what it is. That's one of the main things.
Very hard to beat, aren't we?
Exactly, bro. And we find a way to beat teams when we're struggling as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's Slot's tactics, mate. He changes things. He's not afraid, is he? Like putting
Diaz
up
I like him.
Taking Quansah off at half time against Ipswich. You know,
exactly, bro.
That Diaz one was a stroke of genius for me because when he said about obviously he read about the player that Jonathan Tah. He likes to have the strikers who are big and strong, and he likes to fight.
Yeah.
When he said that, oh shit, okay, I'm gonna play someone smaller who likes to run.
Yeah. And they couldn't handle him. He scored a hat trick.
Yeah, couldn't handle it.
I know we're saying like Leverkusen ain't playing well, at their ground at the moment, or just in general in Germany. But do you guys know they haven't lost an away game for 18 months? Do people actually know that? 18 months.
No.
And they come to Anfield and they get battered like that. Come on, man. Give us credit, man. Give us credit. Anthrop, you know what club we are, bro. You know what club we are. You know what I mean? I don't know what we've done to other teams. We must put them through nightmares down the years. I don't know what we've done to them, but they hate us for some reason, bro. You know what I mean? Even the truth has come out, Anthrop. The truth has come out that we're innocent from Hillsborough, but they're still not like having it, bro. Like, I don't understand, bro. I don't get it. I really don't get it, man.
It's becoming a bit weird now, isn't it?
Yeah, bro. Arteta is a fraud. Spent close to 800 million and won 2 cups only. What 2 cups? He's only won the FA Cup. If you're talking about the Community Shield, nah, man, you can't put that on there, man. Nah. This is my lineup, bro. I'll keep the same team. This is my lineup. I'll keep the same team.
I just did on Google. I just got on Google and typed in entitled, like the meaning entitled, right? Entitled, believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privilege or special treatment. That sounds like Arsenal fans to me, bro. I'm telling you, that's not all of them. I'm not playing all of them. I'm majority of them.
Yeah.
Majority. I'm talking about 8 out of 10, like a ratio. Jeez, they're entitled. To what? Look, he's entitled. Why is he entitled for? Why? You're playing the Champions League. You're talking that talk.
And Rob, let me say something to you guys. If they don't win the league this season, you know, it's not big questions have to be asked. I think the banter has to start for a long, long time on Arsenal. I'm being serious.
They don't win the league, bro. It's normal. Like I've been saying it from a long time ago. There, Banter Club. I don't give a shit. They've been playing good. Don't get me wrong. I had the best defense for a while. It's been good. Don't get me wrong. But you can't be talking how you're talking, and you're not finishing first. You're not winning anything. All this time, there's a cuss Tottenham. Oh, when Tottenham say we kept pressure on. Remember, they say take the piss at them. Say kept pressure on. Who's keeping pressure on them? Who's doing it now? It's them. It's them. No one's saying nothing. No one's saying about pressure on. No one. No one.
Crazy, man. Chelsea fans think they are the best team in the world now after beating Noah's 8-0. Wow. What competition is that? I don't remember seeing them in the Champions League.
It was named after Noah. Noah's Ark. Noah. Is that team was actually named after them.
What are they? Greek? What country are they from?
Is it Armenia? Armenia.
Oh, okay.
Noah's Ark. That's great. I like it.
Expression is the best fan out there with his lyrics and hate towards Arsenal fans, pussy holes. Kelleher, Trent, Virgil, Kwanzaa. I don't know about Kwanzaa for now, bro. I think he needs to sit these games out. I don't know about you, Anthro, and Anton.
Kwanzaa?
Kwanzaa? Does he have to sit out for a while?
To be honest, January I'll be looking for a new defender. I will put him on loan.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Anthro?
Konate's in the form of his life, isn't he? Him and Van Dijk are looking solid. But we know Konate has injury issues in the past, injury prone, but he's been staying fit this season, man. Maybe is it like a situation where, like, you know, we've had injury prone players in the past before, known for the injury record. Stayed fit for like a season or two. Like Matip, for example, he's injury prone. He stayed fit in that season. We know he done the quad, didn't he? He was fit all the time, wasn't he? He was available. Thiago as well. He was. But don't get me started on Thiago. Weetabix likes. He was injured quite a lot, but then he had that one season, didn't he, where he just stayed fit for the whole year. Maybe the same with Konate this year, or maybe is it the training? Maybe like is the training not as intense as what it was when Klopp was training? Heavy metal training.
When Klopp was training them, was like a marathon kind of training.
Because the amount of injuries we're picking up in training as well, it was concerning, wasn't it? So man, I think back to the point, Konate can't get took out. Obviously, Van Dijk doesn't. So Kwanzaa might have to hold bench for a bit, or just play in like the cup games, or rotate. It is what it is, isn't it? Like Gomez didn't even start either. Do you know what I mean?
I really think if FSG would have backed Klopp, from way back, and when Klopp playing this Gengen press, he needed players behind Jordan. He needed players behind Fabinho. He needed players behind what's his name? The Dutch player. I forgot his name. It's lost my mind.
Wijnaldum.
You needed players because they were running each game. They were outrunning every other team. The mileage they did, it was checking it all the time. There was outrunning.
It was madness, bro. It was madness.
You know what I mean? So they needed more runners to go with him. So you know what? Take a run. Look, step out this one. We'll come in this one. You know what I'm saying? At least someone to fight against them to say, you know what? I'm gonna train wickedly hard and get the team this week, and you're gonna sit out. You know what I mean? And then it's competition. You know what I'm saying? But FSG, I think is the one. They're the catalyst for ruining the club. They've helped us. Don't get me wrong, but they've been the catalyst to it. To be honest, and that's how
I agree, bro. He says like Kwanzaa, Kostas Tsimikas, Ryan Gravenberch, Dominic Jones, Mo Salah, and Nunes Diaz up front. I wouldn't disagree with that. If you think so, to rest some players, I wouldn't disagree with that, bro. Big up Beijing Barnes. Please go subscribe to Beijing Barnes. You guys know who Beijing Barnes is. Lee, and Pops, Rasta Crab. They're amazing guys. Chris Angel. They go in places. Let me just put it that way, man. Their channel is kicking off, man. So please go down there, subscribe to my brothers. They're brilliant, man. They're absolutely brilliant, man. Big up Edward as always, man. Big up, brother. Thanks for coming on. We're at the end of the show. I know a lot of Liverpool channels on at the same time, but we will be back very soon. It's a daily thing that happens with us, you know what I mean? So just keep an eye on the channel. Just hit that notification bell. That's all you have to do. Hit the notification bell and it will alert you every single time we're on. And just give us the support. Just give us the support. That's all we ask for, you know what I mean, guys? Appreciate that. 22, but we have a preview show at 8 p.m. You know, they're in different time zones, in it. So please go and check them out. Listen, their streams are the best, in my opinion. Massive fan of theirs, man. 100%. All right, guys, that's me done. Let me just go through everything before we go. Yeah, we're done. See you soon. Take care, everybody. Thank you for both coming on.
Thanks,
let's hope we win tomorrow, guys. Let's hope we win tomorrow, man.
Love, guys. All the best. Have a lovely weekend. Everything.